Good evening and welcome to the iceHQ Ice Rink in the Reservoir, Melbourne, Australia on Warranjoy Woiwurrung traditional land for the CCM National Women's Tournament T2 game between the Melbourne Furies in the blue and the Adelaide Shifty Lizards in the white. Shifty Lizards playing their second game of the day and the Furies with their first one. Furies have one win from yesterday where they had a 2-1 win over the Brisbane Drop Bears, and the Lizards have had two with one win and one loss, and they lost earlier today against the Drop Bears. So the Shifty Lizards would like to get this one back. The Lizards in the white, the Furies in the blue. The points starting to matter. They haven't got that many games to play, and the top four teams will make it through to the finals on Sunday. There'll be a consolation final for 5 and 6, but no trophies. So we'll see if the Furies can get another one, or if the Shifty Lizards can get up. They're tied evenly. The Lizards with 2 games so far. The Furies, this is only their second game. This will be the Lizards' third. So points are a little bit misleading, but win percentage, the big thing at the moment. Furies at the moment on 100% win percentage. They did win yesterday. A physical game though. Some great players in their team. Watch out in particular Shay Gunyak, Melissa Bibby, and also Chris Theo, who are leading lights of the game. But it's won through there by the Shifty Lizards on the stick of Hill, who's been excellent so far through the tournament. Puck fired across through the back of the net as Gunyak takes a bit of a spill. Just the surprise of the fresh ice. Getting the puck out of the zone though, the Furies. Puck comes back in though. It's played up ice nicely by Carly Harvey, who is a real asset to this team as well. Didn't play last night, Harvey, but is here tonight and will add a lot of strength to the defence of the Furies. Chipped in there by Amy Clay, but out of play. We're very fortunate this evening as well to have as one of our referees, Lucy Parrington. Should need little introduction to the game, but if you're not aware, Lucy Parrington, one of the great legends of ice hockey in Australia, and she's played for the national team and one of the founding players from a long time ago, but now also the captain of the Melbourne Ducks in the AWIHL, who played last weekend. And we're playing here at iceHQ next week when the Melbourne Ducks host the Perth Inferno. They'll be here on Saturday and Sunday, so come down and watch the Ducks as they play against the Inferno in their third game of the AWIHL this season. Lucy Parrington will be leading that one. The puck dumped down and it'll be picked up by Janovska, who clears the puck up ice, but doesn't get it up past the stick there of Tash Hudson, who dumps it back in. Hudson for the Fury gets the puck again. Just goes under a stick though, a little bit tricky. Goes into the corner, hand up for an offside. Trying to get back there quickly just to make sure of it was Lauren Blakely. But the Shifty Lizards dumping that one for an offside for an icing, and they're brought back for a defensive zone face-off. We'll see how that pans out for them. This is their third game of the tournament, just the second one for the Furies. The Furies a bit fresher. They only played one game yesterday. They haven't played today. The day is getting long. It's now 9:30 p.m. in Melbourne time. So those of you from Adelaide, half an hour behind. Shoveled back by Clay, but didn't get out of the zone as much as she would have liked it to. Over to the half boards as the Furies look to chip the puck out of the zone. Just blowing a tyre on the turnaround there was Dundas. I tell a lie, Keating. Puck deep in the corner now for the Furies if they can get a shot. Just trying to circle around and cause some trouble there. Chrissy Dundas goes around behind the net. And the Hidden Gems, and sorry, the Furies. No, we'll get there eventually. The Shifty Lizards managed to clear the puck out of the zone. 2 of them racing over for it. They get themselves organised. And it's on to the stick. Sneaky backhander was a good option. Set up there by Crafter. Didn't quite go. Not Crafter, sorry, that was Maggie Pryor who made that one happen. The puck reverses down the other end. But as they just reverse the puck, the zone. Skating back and keeping a close eye on it there is Harvey. Harvey swats the puck away into the corner and reverses the play. Get the puck out of the zone. Racing now to stop the icing is Theo, who charges in. Gets there first, but the save is made, and just swooping on the puck there, the goaltender for the Shifty Lizards, Tori Kellett. It's been excellent for the Shifty Lizards so far. Very high save percentage. In the net for the Furies is Katrina Lee. Katrina pretty new to the game. Only been playing for a couple of seasons. The player who came up through the development program here, Katrina. As the Wizards look to clear the puck out of the zone. They get it up past the defence on the blue line, but it just reverses back around as Harvey was there to make it safe. Harvey, a very experienced defender. Great player here at iceHQ. But the puck gets around everyone. It got past the stick there of Shea Gunyak. Harvey will go back and pick it up. Calling for it up on the point there is Hurtis, wanting the puck in a hurry. Doesn't quite get through, but now it comes up onto the stick of Melissa Bibby. She couldn't quite get control of it, and it's reversed back around. And it's on to awkwardly bounced as they come back now with speed, the Wizards. rubbed off the puck there with authority by Harvey. And the puck is flung across ice. Harvey couldn't quite get a handle on that one. It's out of the zone. It'll be chipped back in by Coates. But it will be picked up now by Shea Gunyak, who has a little bit of time. She missed it. It went round. Chance now for the Lizards, a tip. Good chance there in the slot for Coates. Didn't quite go, but it was a good opportunity. Now the puck ridden back around. Theo has it. Looking up ice for options. Doesn't see much movement. And the puck gets past the feet there of Cash, who will have to race back and get it under pressure from Stella. Stella goes around the back of it, around the front of it, trying to get pressure on the breakout. Looks like it's Trapolino now breaking it out with a bit of speed and a bit of room. Gets past Jensen. Couple in front. Forced wide though. And that was nice work. Ashley Gagnon forcing the wide. Trot was fired onto into the side. It's still loose. Bobbling around as they dig away for it. Very nearly an own goal there by Stella. Just trying to play it behind the net and very nearly handcuffed Lee. As it's eventually reversed around and back out of net there by Bleakley. And they battle on the half boards as Baird couldn't quite get enough on it. Out it comes now, waiting for the puck was Hudson, but just a little bit pedestrian with pursuing the puck. You can't wait for it at this level, you've got to go get it. Just start holding up there this time. Hudson drives it in. Shot fired from a distance on high slot. It was a good option, just went a little bit wide. Lee might have just got a bit on it. We might see that one on the replay. As puck cleared out of the zone, this time Stella. And the Furies getting the defensive change they desperately needed. 3 off. They've still got a couple on who've been out there for a long time. A good shift is typically around 45 seconds or so, and they've been out for quite a bit longer than that. Stuck on the ice, puck flung all the way down the other, and that's going to go for icing though. The Furies will be able to finish their changes, but the Shifty Lizards will be stuck on the ice for that one. We'll get the first defensive zone face-off for the Shifty Lizards. Score 0-0 with 4 minutes to go in the first. 3 shots on the net for the Furies, 6 for the Lizards. Nice save made by Katrina Lee earlier just to keep them in it as the puck was bobbling around. Puck goes behind the net. Keating has it. Circles around looking for someone loose in the slot. Just an attempt to shovel in there by Dundas, wouldn't quite go. It went under her stick, and now here come the Lizards back the other way. Just losing sight of it was Chong. She'll have to cover. Shot fired across the front by Gunn. Went wide of everyone. Gunn with another chance to chip it into the slot. There's no one there for the Lizards, but it's dumped down the other end by Kathy Costello, and we will have an icing for the Furies. Not allowed to get a change, trying to, but international ice hockey rules say no changes on an icing. And so attempting to get off the ice there. The Furies unable to make the change they might have liked. Tripolino goes in, fires it, just goes wide of everything. Had a little bit more time there, perhaps, than she might have realised. She could have aimed it, but maybe looking for a tip in as they battle on the boards. Circling around now to try and get a shot is Crafter. That doesn't make it through. It's chipped out of the boards there by Dundas. Dundas found the stick of Keating. It goes deep, but it's reversed now, and they battle in front of the boards and the benches of the Lizards. Back down the other way with speed. Gets onto the backhand, shoots wide. It was a good chance for Crafter, but just flung it wide of the net. Lee saw it. And now another chance for the Lizards, but poke check there made by Theo, who just deprived them of the puck and stole the opportunity. A little bit of a highway robbery on the blue line. It's back to come now, the Lizards. Puck flung across into the slot. Lee keeping an eye on it. It bobbled across. It was a dangerous chance there. Lee blindsided and down. There's a pass made cross ice, and they get away with it there. Gunyak taking a risk, but getting away with it. Puck kept in nicely by the Lizards. Beautiful work there by Crafter, who did a good job on the blue line, keeping the puck in. Judged perfectly. And the Furies will clear the puck out this time. It'll be flung back in there, just wisely there. Alexandra Baird doing the right thing, puts the puck behind the net. And now The Furies just a little bit casual with the disposal as they cycle around, but not able to get the puck out there. Fryer was dispossessed, runs into Bibby, who takes no prisoners, but now it's onto the stick of Coates. Coates gets the forehand and fires, but it goes behind the back of the net. A good opportunity, but just couldn't quite aim it under pressure. And the puck is cleared out of the zone once more by the Furies. 1 minute to go in the period. It's circling around and trying to do something there. Daisy Fryer again, but couldn't get onto it. And the puck through the top of the neutral zone. Bibby now flings it in. It just goes just a smidge wide of the net, forcing Kellett to at least go down and keep an eye on it. And now the Wizards will look to play the puck out of the zone, but it's kept in there. Stella on the blue line. Pushes the puck into the corner. Theo now. Stella loose in the slot, but now marked up. And calling for it frantically there, Hudson. But it's not going to get to her, and the puck instead is played up the boards. And the Shifty Lizards will clear it out of the zone. Now the puck up to Jensen. Jensen shovels it in. Doesn't get past too much pressure, and it's just calmly tapped up ice by the very composed Marnie Trapolini. On the change there, it goes straight into the feet of Jagged. And we have a whistle. It might be for too many players. And that will do the end of the period. But it looks like Lucy Parrington saw one too many Shifty Lizards on the ice playing the puck. You are allowed to change, and the puck is allowed to hit you in the process of getting a change as long as you don't play it. If the player you're replacing is within 1.5 meters of the boards and in the process of getting off, or it hits that player as they're in the process of getting off, as long as they make it very, very clear that they're not playing the puck, it's not too many players on the ice. However, if you make even the slightest attempt to play the puck in that situation, you will be penalised for too many players on the ice. So the Shifty Lizards will be starting the second on the penalty kill, a bench penalty for too many players on the ice. Or at least that's the situation as we think it's going to be at the moment. So our live feed just has a bit of a stutter there. Not quite sure exactly what's going on with that. Hopefully that will get sorted out shortly. Looks like maybe going to restart the system. So our live feed having a little bit of a conniption. Bench penalty will be sat by Brie Morello, who skates over to sit 2. One of the very rare situations where the slot, but it wouldn't go. Chance now for Costello, but that wouldn't quite go either, and the puck is put back up. It's flung in from a distance, but goes around the back of the net by the Furies. It's loose in the slot, not able to capitalise. And here come the Lizards back the other way. They get past the pressure, but it's gone deep into the corner. And the skater there first will be Hurtis, who enforces the icing. And they will be dragged back. 10 minutes and 50 seconds in the third. 2 goals the lead to the Lizards. Goals to Jaggard and to Pryor, both in the second. Couple of chances for the Furies, but they've been unable to capitalise. They load up this time. Beebe will take the face off. Goes it to Theo. Theo passes it back to Gunyak. Gunyak does dispossess though. Manages to retrieve it though, just to chip through. Goes through the slot. The puck, no one able to get onto it. Theo was a chance, but couldn't quite get the stick where she wanted it. So Beebe's battling away for it on the boards. Theo will now pick it up, look into the slot. Has Gunyak free, couldn't get it to her. And it will be cleared out of the zone almost, not quite. They keep it back in. Gunyak now picks the puck up. It's got Bibby if she can get it across. Elects to shoot herself though. But the save is made. No. The goal is scored. Looked like a save from this angle, but the puck had eyes and had a mind and was a magnet, and it got past. And the shot there was taken by Shea Gunyak, and it got past Tori Kellett. And as a result, the Furies are on the board with 9.5 minutes to play. We'll just get a better view of this from the top down. And it just slipped between the pad and the glove. A tricky save there for the goaltender. You've got to clamp down on that pretty fast. And Gunyak takes advantage of that. And as a result, the Furies have their first goal of the tournament. But pushing through to make amends almost through the 5-hole was a shot there by Hayley Hill. Just closing the 5-hole there in time. Katrina Lee just managed to shut it. It was close. 9 minutes to play. If the score stays this, we will have stop time with a minute to go. But still 8 minutes before that happens. Also watch out for the Furies to consider pulling the goaltender and going 6-on-5. Close margin like this, they're going to need the points if they want to make the finals. Puck fired across the front. It was a nice chance for a tip, but Lee was there. Enough pad in the way to shut it down. Trying to get a reversal there. Hill goes a cheeky little backhander, but again, Lee was there on that one and shut it down. Stella looks to clear the puck up. Got it onto the stick of Gagnon. Gagnon pushed into the corner. Floating front and fleeing the side is Harvey. Sorry, Chong. Puck comes back up to Harvey on the point. Harvey tries to shovel that back in, but the puck gets past and it ends up on the stick of Gunn. Gunn forced wide, a nice little poke by Harvey. Sorry, not Harvey, that was one of the other Furies. We'll get there eventually. As they play it up the boards. Speed on is just not dawdling there at all for the puck was Hurtis, who saw the need for a bit of speed. I feel the need for speed. Would have been what she was thinking. Offside though. No, not offside. Was Bibby, who was just floating around looking dangerous. Going back now to pick it up, Carly Harvey. Harvey looks up ice. Saw that they had Keating as an option. Couldn't get it through though. Keating lost the puck. Everyone lost the puck, and just chipping it through is Bibby. But they keep it in the zone, the Lizards. And with a chance for a shot fired, save there made on a great chance there for Maggie Pryor, who had a good option, but Lee made that one safe. And now coming back the other way with some speed is Clay. Just goes around the back of the net though. And up on the half boards and bringing it back in is Dundas. Dundas loose in the slot, calling for it, wouldn't quite go. They couldn't get it there, and the Lizards will come back the other way. Dundas just fans on the block, but enough to disrupt the movement. As here come the Lizards the other way. Pressed by Hudson, but getting around and taking a shot was Pryor. But once more, Lee makes the save. Six minutes and 30 seconds to go. 1 goal the margin. The Lizards over the Furies. Chong to take the face off for the Furies. Doesn't win that one. It's one nice. They're back to Trapolino. Trapolino with a bit of chance. Winds, shoots through traffic. Hits the pad. Lee forced to make the save. Trapolino with another chance. Creeps in, another shot through traffic. This time it's tipped wide. They go around the back of the net this time, the Lizards. They've got to clear it out quickly. Stella tried to get a handle on it. Couldn't quite do it. As battling on the half boards there. Gunyak tried to get it out, but still stuck there. Chip out by Bleaky. Couldn't quite clear the zone. As just trapped there on the boards was Theo, but eventually getting the puck out. Having to hesitate there, Trapolino, one of her players there in fire, was just trapped offside. As the Furies look to try and get that one back. It's going to be picked up and just shoveled back into the zone there by Gunyak. But the Lizards managed to clear it out. Going back now to pick it up is Hudson. Hudson looking up ice, has Bleakley calling for it on the boards. Finds her. Bleakley gets the puck across looking for Chong. It goes all the way across the other side, and Theo will have to try and pick it up. But the Lizards are back there. They clear across ice, and they get away with that one. Hudson comes in to pick it up. Theo still just trapped offside. Hudson battling, loses possession of that one, and it'll be picked up by the Lizards on the stick of Fryer, who just blows a tyre in the process. Hudson makes amends and retrieves it. And now Bibby, but stolen from her. And the puck is driven back into the zone, but onto the stick of the Lizards. Poke check there, Theo was trapped offside. Shot fired in from distance by Bleakley. We hit a stick on the way out and was deflected into the corner. Under 5 minutes now to go in the game. 1 goal to lead to the Lizards as they battle behind the net. The puck flung around the outside of it. And Bibby will go around to put some pressure on the Lizards. Can't keep control of it though, and it'll be played out now by Crafter. Crafter from their early penalty gets some space. Turning and twisting. Gets onto the forehand, winds and shoots. Blocker save made Lee, and that's a good one. That's a game-saving save, that one for sure. The puck will go all the way down the other end, hand up for an icing, and that will be the call. And with 4 minutes and 20 seconds to play, we're brought back for a defensive zone face-off for the Furies. On the icing, they're not allowed to change. Theo was trying to do a sneaky one, but Parrington was there saying, I know that trick. I've done it myself. Send a thief to catch a thief and so forth. Parrington very alert to the wiles of the experienced players. Bibby wins the face-off back cleanly. Can't clear the puck out of the zone, but they do in the end. Theo will chip it through, gets it under her feet, looking for someone in the slot. No, hasn't got anyone. Bleakley racing to get there. Shot fired in the end by Bibby. Theo with not much in the way of options. The puck's still alive. Unfortunately for the Furies, no one got there in time. Pinching in Harvey, but you can't do much with it. And it's picked up now by the Lizards coming back the other way with some speed. And that's on the stick of Janovka. Janovka, though, pushed into the corner, holds, pauses, winds, flings it in, but a body gets in the way. And that just hit the body there of Kathy Costello, who flings it wide. And they battle into the corner. Costello once more trying to clear the puck out, loses a stick in the process, just has to use the body. Not sure that it's broken or just dropped. And it'll be cleared out of the zone. Coming in to try and get the puck out of the zone with some speed there, Gagnon. Gagnon racing with Baird. Baird will not get there first. Gagnon gets it, but they're trapped on the boards. Harvey now chips it back in. Puck on the half boards. The Lizards calling for it. Seeing the threat there and pinching in Hurtis, who shut that one down. It was a dangerous chance. Away there would have been Hill, and it would have been a goal-scoring opportunity for her, absolutely. As she circles around, takes a shot, and they score. Beautiful play there from a nice breakout and a little bit of a tip in, and the shot was fired by Hurtis, and then a bit of a deflection. And the Furies have tied the game 2 goals apiece with 2 minutes to play. We will be having stop time for the last minute of the game. So Hurtis took the initial shot. I think they deflected off Amy Clay and went in. We'll get that confirmed very shortly. As the Furies look to chip the puck in. Stella now, but dispossessed, goes onto the stick of Gunn. Gunn with a little bit of room, having to stay on side was Hill. And as a result, dispossessed by some nice play indeed by Melissa Bibby. Cross ice, Bibby gets a stick on it looking for Dundas. Bibby picks it up again. Dundas is trapped offside as they come back the other way now, the Lizards. That was Hill who pinched in and grabbed that one. Hill just trying to get it through, but Gunyak now gets past 1 and 2. Gets onto a forehand, forced wide. Three to beat. To go down the middle is Bibby. Get the puck up to her. Couldn't quite get it through. Gunyak still with the puck cycling around. Jammed up hard against the boards there. Pressed tightly. Gets onto the backhand. Gunyak with another chance, still holding the puck, but eventually it's dumped away from her and dumped back in though by Stella. Gunyak will have to go and get it. Bibby with a little bit of indecision goes to the Gunyak, but straight through the feet and straight through everyone's feet, and it's out. Racing back now to pick it up is Hurtis. Played a big part in that previous goal. It comes back the other way, a minute to play, as here come the Lizards with pressure, and that's Hill, but pushed into the corner. Puck bobbles around high. Stella has it, just bobbled up high, managed to catch it and drop it down at her feet. Battling in the slot now for the puck. Chong trying to make sure they don't get a chance there as we have 40 seconds to play. We're all tied up at 2 goals apiece. Going over to pick it up, putting pressure on Jagged is Chong. Theo couldn't clear it out of the zone. It goes across just behind the back of the net. Katrina Lee watching that one carefully. Up on the point and calling for it, Baird, who's unmarked. Stella comes up, but it's onto the stick now of Gunn, who fired it in. That wouldn't quite go. Lee was in the way. Lee absolutely exhausted. Sustained pressure now. It's loose in the slot, but it's picked up on the stick. But couldn't quite clear it out there was Hurtis. Puck still loose in the slot. Hill battling for it. It goes around the back. Winning the race to it, though, is the Furies. They clear the puck out. 1 second to go, and it's going to do it now. And at the end of 45 minutes of Fast and Furious, we're all tied up. Furies 2, Lizards 2. 2 from 22, the Lizards. They outshot the Furies by about 9 shots on the net as the scorer sees it. But the one that matters, of course, is the one that tickles the twine. Gunyak with 1 and Stella with 1. Curtis with the assist. And for the Shifty Lizards, 1 to Pryor and 1 to Jagged. We have 1 more game to go for the evening. These teams will be back and playing tomorrow. Not against each other, though, but they will certainly be playing tomorrow for more hockey here at the CCM National Women's Tournament. We're back with you for the remaining game of the evening, which will be the Honey Badgers and the Drop Bears at 10:25.